Hi everyone, and welcome to Rants. So the Toronto Maple Leafs lose 9-3 against the Buffalo Sabres. Pathetic performance, and I mean that's all you can really say about it, right? Like, oh, that's a bad game from the Leafs. Buffalo was all over them, and I don't blame them. So the first goal that was scored in this game by Jordan Greenway, his third of the year. Comes off a weak muffin that was put on net that was not meant to be a goal. It was just meant to be a sort of simple shot. Samsonov should be able to save that. You save that, you build off that. Those are those are stops that helps you get into the game. These are simple saves that an NHL goaltender makes 100% of the time, and he didn't. That can't go in. And it's different if Joseph Wall lets that in. You're like, okay, well, he's shown that over time he is a good goaltender. He can make these kind of plays. He can make these stops. But you know what? Ilya Samsonov has proved over and over again that he can't. This season, I'm saying. Last season, yes. Last season, he outplayed Andrei Vasilevsky in the playoffs. This year, he's losing his backup position to Martin Jones. Martin Jones, man. Like, this is bad. Okay. 5 minutes later, Austin Matthews scores, spins around, and I posted on X, or, like, yeah, X. I still call it Twitter, but X. Um, I said, at Logan underscore Molson, by the way. I said, Austin Matthews is the hottest player in the NHL right now, and I'm here for it. And that's true. He is. He looks really good. He has 26 goals this season. He's on a goal streak. He's so good. I'm sorry. They played really bad tonight. It's hard to praise them for anything, but I did think their first period was actually pretty good. Um, in the offensive zone. Max Domi on the power play. He gets a goal from Liljegren and Riley. Snipe. I also posted about that snipe. It's my first time posting, by the way, so I'm just gonna kind of plug myself in here a little bit. That was a snipe, and then pretty much immediately, uh, Buffalo scores. Owen Power on a play that I don't really like that much. Like, Samsonov is too deep in his net, but also the Leafs aren't playing very good defense here. So, like, you can blame Samsonov, and you should, because you should be able to make this stop, but also he shouldn't have to, but you still need a save. So, you see what I mean? How you're kind of like stuck in the middle of this. But when you see how these other goals turn out, you kind of blame it on Sammy a little bit. Uh, then next, how many? 2 minutes later, 2 minutes and 7 seconds later to be exact, Jeff Skinner gets a goal that I hate. Ilya Samsonov, big first save. He when he goes to make those 2-on-1s, he's very when you should maybe slide over to make that kind of stop, you should slide from here. Like, here are your posts. You should slide from over here to over here, right? To try to make that save. He slides from here to the end of a soccer net. He slides to outside of the arena when he goes to make that stop. And it's like, why? You don't have to. Just cover the part of the net that you actually need to cover. You don't have to cover if he misses the net because that's good. And that's been his biggest problem this year. He's just kind of shaky. He doesn't look calm. Every play he makes, it's like the Peter Mrazek. Like, you have to put a like bungee cord on his jersey or something. Like, I don't know what you do with him. Like, apart from a couple good Samsonov games this year, he's kind of just been crap. And it's like, yeah, he's not always going to be this bad. I think his numbers got worse. Like, that's not good. That's not acceptable. You make $3.5 million. You outplayed Andrei Vasilevsky last year in the playoffs, and now you're losing your backup. Backup. He's not even the starter because he already lost that to Joseph Wall, which, I mean, I kind of figured he would. But you're losing your backup position to Martin Jones. Martin Jones, man. Like, it's bad. It's actually bad. I don't understand how this team. I don't. Oh. Then Darlene gets a goal. Like, you might as well get a goal here. Everyone might as well get a goal. Like, it's stat night for Buffalo. Like, a stat night for them. And Toronto was not good at all. They didn't have a good game. It's 4-2 Buffalo at this point after the Darlene goal. He scored on the power play. And I thought the Leafs penalty kill actually looked decent tonight. Nylander looked really good because right here, Calle Jarnkrok gets a shorthanded goal. Nice patience by him. Nice patience and positioning. Calle Jarnkrok, that's his 8th of the year. That's impressive. Nylander's 27th assist. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. Okay, well, Nylander had a nice little feed to Jarnkrok, and Jarnkrok, calm. He waited, like, a lot of patience there. Good positioning. And he kind of just, like, snipes it in because he has, like, a wide open net. Nice goal. Shorthanded. Good. Good. It's 4-3. Couple minutes after. Oh, yeah, the Darlene goal was on a 5-on-3 power play for them. And that's how they were still, the Leafs were still shorthanded for the Jarnkrok goal. Then Tage Thompson scores. I don't remember how his goal was. I don't remember the rest of them. I'm not going to lie to you. Because the Leafs don't score again. Spoiler alert. Then Kyle Opozo scores on the short-handed goal. Yeah, I remember this. Martin Jones is in net now. So Jones came in after the Darlene goal. And then okay, so Thompson had a breakaway goal. That's how that went in. And I don't blame him on that. And then Opozo had a short-handed goal. And I don't really remember that one. And then Quinn got his first goal of the season. Then Skinner scored, and then Opozo scored again to make it 9-3 Buffalo. And like that Skinner goal was actually pretty nice. But that's because the Leafs just looked like they gave up, okay? Like the Leafs were just like, screw it in the third period. We're done. And that's not how you can be. And I thought, like, what are... Okay, so... Oh, frig, I gotta go to Maple Leafs. Why doesn't it just start with them? Okay, so... Ilya Samsonov led up... Oh, man. At even strength, made 12 stops on 16 shots. In his entire 28 minutes and 12 seconds of play, he made 14 saves on 19 shots. Martin Jones at even strength made 8 saves off 11 shots, which is better. That's not good, but that's better. And 11 saves on 15 shots, which he's the third stringer, or at least he should be. Ilya Samsonov had a wonderful save percentage of .737 tonight. And Martin Jones had a .733. But yet again, I don't blame Jones. He was put in a position after he's supposed to be the backup. He gets put in an awkward position where he has to play. Okay, so they haven't updated Samsonov yet, but he was at 878 going into this game. That has to have gone down to I think he's probably around an 871, to be honest. Like, this game was bad. It was really bad. And I don't know how you come back from that. This was they looked effortless after like Samsonov kind of just deflated this team, I find. And that's the thing, like, yeah, no, they weren't good 5-on-5. Their defense was pretty rough, pretty shaky. You need to save. That's what your goalie's there for, isn't it? Like, yeah, he doesn't have to make big saves all the time. Just make a save, be in position, do your job. I'm not a goalie. I'm not a goalie coach. I'm a hockey fan that sits at home and watches TV. I'm sure it's hard, but that's your job. Your job's not easy. If you can't do your job, don't take your job. Um, he was good last year. Like I said, he outplayed Andrei Vasilevsky in the playoffs before getting injured, and Joseph Wall came in, and Joseph Wall had a pretty good playoff series against Florida. The Leafs shouldn't have lost that series, but I'm not getting into that now. We're not going that deep into this game, okay? They lose to the Buffalo Sabres in the regular season in Game 30. We're not going into playoffs last year. It's this year. None of that crap matters. Okay? It's 2023-24. We have a new GM. We have a new atmosphere around this team. No, it's not a new team, but it's a new year, and everything in the past doesn't matter anymore. Unless they lose in the playoffs, then everything matters. Right now, none of that matters. If you lose, it all matters. If you win, it all matters because that's how it all comes together. But right now, at this very moment, that stuff doesn't matter. This is a new team. That might be a little confusing, but if you understand, then you understand. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, the stuff they've done before doesn't matter right now because that's in the past. You can't change it. You can only work on yourself right now in the present. Focus on this game. This game matters, okay? You were 6 points behind Boston. You had, what, like a game in hand? Now you don't have a game in hand. And you're probably going to be 8 points behind Boston by the time you get a game in hand. Does Boston play tonight? Let me check, actually. I would like to know. Oh, frig. Oh, well. Good to know the NHL website is awesome. Okay, Boston doesn't play tonight. So you're evened up and you're 6 points behind them. No games in hand, even. And it's a bad game. Like, this is going to be a long video. So if anyone actually makes it this far, thank you for watching. They need a good defenseman. They still have injuries. Like, Giordano's gone. He won't be available before Christmas, but he's day-to-day after. So that's a good sign. They need Joseph Wall back. And don't rush him back. That's the big thing. Don't rush Joseph Wall back when he says, when he's like, starting to feel better. You're not just like, yep, put him in. Put him in. Because what if something happens and it makes it all worse? That wouldn't be good now, would it? No, that wouldn't be good. Sheldon Keefe before the game said that you kind of have to put Sammy in there to help because he needs to work through this. And he does need to work through it. And playing him would help him work through it. Maybe playing on another team would help. I don't know. Maybe playing for the Marlies would help. Maybe him on the Arizona Coyotes. Which brings me to a trade proposal I made. Posted it on... I put it up on Twitter, or X. It's a trade between Toronto and Arizona. And I'll tell you what the lineup would look like. So, to Arizona, Ilya Samsonov, Connor Timmins, Nick Abruzzese, a 2024 third round pick, so this year's, which belonged to the New York Islanders. 2024 fifth, the Leafs have theirs and Calgary's. You can take either one. And 2024 seventh, which is they have Ottawa, Chicago, and their own. You can have any of those three. I'm pretty sure I put Calgary and Ottawa. Calgary's fifth and Ottawa's seventh on X. Or I don't, whatever. You know what I mean. I'm calling it Twitter. To Toronto, Vejmelka, and Dumba. Now, Connor Ingram would be another goalie I'm interested from Arizona, but he's younger, doesn't have as much experience. His numbers are really good this year. He has a 919. He's their starter. So Vejmelka's the backup, so I think they'd be more lenient on trading him. Dumba, I don't know, but the Leafs need a defenseman, and he's kind of the guy I'm leaning on if they make a trade with Arizona. I don't know if you really want Tanev with his age. Probably going to want a lot of money on his next contract. His injury history. Don't know if you really want to go for Tanev. But Matt Dumba is a guy that I think could help. He's better than Connor Timmins. He's better than Connor Timmins. And Vejmelka would be a great backup behind Joseph Woll. Or they could split the net. I think Vejmelka under actual good defense here in Toronto. Not good defense, okay? Arizona's been better this year. I'll give them that. But under a good team like Toronto, I think could help him a lot. And he has 2 years left on his deal. Samsonov has 1 and he's not resigning here. So why not just deal him? I don't think he has any trade protection or anything. So get rid of him. I don't want him on this team. And it's not because I think he's bad. It's just he's Jack Campbell. You know what I mean? Good person. Also, don't make Sammy available to the media. Don't do it. He's just going to be down on himself like Jack Campbell. They remind me a lot of the same. And I hope Sammy can work this out. And I hope he can return to that goaltender beating Andrei Vasilevsky last year in the playoffs. That's what I want. I don't want the Leafs to have to make a trade here for another goalie. I'd like Samsonov to just work it out himself. But he hasn't. And he's played 14 games now. He has an 871 in 14 games. And he lost his backup position to Martin Jones, who's the third stringer, who makes $800,000. And Samsonov makes $3.5 million. And hopefully you see where I'm going with this. I'd like that trade. Also, the lineup, the forwards would stay the same, but I think you call up Steves and probably give Holmberg a couple of shifts. You just try everything out, right? You gotta give Steves a shot. You gotta give him a shot. He's played great for the Marlies. Holmberg, I really like Holmberg. I like Pontus Holmberg. Give him a shot. But then it would be Riley Brody, McCabe, Dumba, Giordano/Benoit Liljegren. And then you still have, if you put Gio in there, then you have Benoit and Legas in his extras. If you put Benoit, you have Gio and Legas in his extras. I love that D. I love that D. Wait a minute. That sounds weird. I love those D pairings. No, you know what? I love the Leafs D. I don't care what you do with that clip. You can do whatever you want with it. Anyways. Pathetic loss. Pathetic game. No one should feel good about that. Unless you're the Buffalo Sabres. The management shouldn't feel good about this game. The coaching staff shouldn't feel good about this game. The goaltending shouldn't feel good about this game. And the players shouldn't feel good about this game. Because, yeah, Samsonov wasn't good. He was really bad. You let in 9 goals. Martin Jones came in halfway through the game. Jones let in 4 goals. Got scored on 4 times with a different goalie. Can't blame it all on your goalie. Anyways, that's it for this video. So, if you made it this far, thank you so much. If you liked it, then clicking that'd be pretty great. And if you really liked it, then clicking subscribe would be awesome. I mean, that would be really awesome. It'd be like if the Leafs won this game 9-3. Think about how much better. It would have been a short video. Would have been so fun. But anyways, that's it for this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gotta go. Samsonov's gotta go. Uh-oh. Gotta go. Sammy's gotta go. Uh-oh. Sammy's gotta go. That's what the video is called. Thanks.